What happened to her?
Dad?
On April 17th, the year's scariest movie arrives.
Let the mummification ritual begin.
Audiences are calling Lee Cronin's The Mummy glorious edge-of-your-seat horror, terrifying from beginning to end.
I really miss being a part of the family.
And an insanely scary ride. Lee Cronin's The Mummy. Only in theaters April 17th. Rated R. Under 17, not admitted without parent.
Confessions of a retired NYPD detective, starring Vic Ferrari.
Detective Vic Ferrari.
On Another Side of Midnight.
Detective Vic Ferrari.
Detective Vic Ferrari.
Hey, Walter. On tonight's episode of Confessions of a Retired Detective, I want to give you a behind-the-scenes tour into an NYPD precinct's lounge or break room.
The best summer memories are made outside, and LL Bean has the clothing and gear you need to make these memories. Their effortless styles are created for summers spent outside with family and friends. Like hand-sewn boat shoes, coastal cotton sweaters, rugged polos, and, of course, the iconic Boatin' Tote, which has been made right here in Maine since 1944. LL Bean. Be an outsider. Visit llbean.com to learn more.
Now, most NYPD precincts have some type of place where the cops can have their meal hour. A lot of times, guys don't want to go to a restaurant or a diner because you're in uniform, there's a marked police car outside, and sure enough, someone's going to come inside with a question or they want someone arrested. So most cops, in the NYPD at least, when it's their meal hour, they'll ask the dispatch, can I take my meal? They'll tell them, yeah, and they'll go into the station house. Now, most NYPD break rooms are in the basement. I've seen a couple on the second floor. When I was in the 4-2, I was amazed that when you looked out the window on the second floor, you could see on the roof of the first floor all the empty beer cans from the cops from the 1970s. But later on in my career, when I worked in different places, most of the time the break rooms were in the basement. And usually what happens is cops will donate things like a couch, a love seat, and they usually got burn marks on them or scratch marks from the dog or the leather is worn off. But hey, it's a port in the storm. Then you got the table. The tables are usually disgusting and filled with gouges, and nobody really cleans it. There's usually a refrigerator in there that's got some form of smell and black mold, and no one is going to clean these things. Even the cleaners in a precinct stay the hell away from the NYPD precinct break rooms, although there was one guy I saw that used to try to lift up the seat cushions for extra change. Then you got a microwave that usually smells like burnt cheese or popcorn, and again, no one's going to clean this thing because that would just be too much work. But the crazy thing about the break rooms is most of the time, the cops got the TV on very low, and the lights are dim in there, and there's usually, a cop catching a couple of Z's on the couch, whether it's one of the inside guys that's hiding from doing work or a cop on patrol who on his meal hour just wants to get a couple of minutes of sleep. But every now and then you'll get a guy going through a divorce or as a quasi-alcoholic, and basically they live down there until someone figures it out and tells the commanding officer and tells him to get the hell out of there.
By the time I hit my 50s, I'd learned a few things. Like how family is precious. Work can always wait. And 99% of people over 50 already have the virus that causes shingles. Not everyone at risk will develop it, but I did. The painful, blistering rash disrupted my life for weeks. Don't learn about your shingles risk the hard way. Talk to your doctor or pharmacist today. Sponsored by GSK.
I once worked in a precinct where there was an old-timer living for months. He was going through a divorce, had no money, his check was getting garnished, his kids weren't talking to him. And if you went down there and put on the TV, he'd start screaming at you. He also had furniture delivered to the precinct, and he put together like a little IKEA desk set for himself down there. So you never know what you're going to find in an NYPD break room. This is retired NYPD detective turned author Vic Ferrari for Sterling on Red Apple Audio Network.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile with a message for everyone paying big wireless way too much. Please, for the love of everything good in this world, stop. With Mint, you can get premium wireless for just $15 a month. Of course, if you enjoy overpaying, no judgments, but that's weird. Okay, one judgment. Anyway, give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.